Hello, hello! Welcome to Alyss Plays, the YouTube segment with a purple fox that plays video games. I'm Alistair Frost, getting rid of this thingy, and today we are going to cover the other half of my city life themed game month, I guess. The first video I talked about the Thriving City song, which was based in like ancient China, and now we have something a bit more futuristic, not like Tron or anything like that, but just like we humans have messed up the planet, which I'm sure we're going to do inevitably, and now like everywhere is poisoned. So the only way you can survive is elevated from that poison, but you kind of want to keep moving. So to do that, as I'm sure you've guessed, by the logo you see, you're going to build your city on the back of something that moves. So yeah, this has been out for a while, as was Thriving City Song for that matter. I think Thriving City Song actually was released like within a month or two after the Kickstarter ended. I think they just need like an extra push. Like the game is pretty much done. But for the Wandering Village, it did take a bit more time. There were a lot of alpha tests, a lot of beta tests, and I was part of all of that. I usually do try to back an alpha and or beta tier if I can, and I really had a blast with this game. It's really cute. I love the way it looks, as you can see on the right, and it was just structured really interestingly. So let's go ahead and just start a new game. There were saves on here, I just got rid of them. And let's get into it. For this one, I actually will not do a tutorial because I vaguely know what I'm doing. I played it again quite a bit. It's just they've had a lot of updates since it's come out, and they have changed things. So it's not like, patching a bug or something like that. I mean, I'm sure they've done that too. But they've also added elements to it. So, like, one thing, and we'll get to it. I'll go ahead and click Novus for right now. Uh, da da da. I'm sure. Just give me whatever. Oh, wow, you can change Ombus now. That's new. Ooh, it's purple. I don't know. I kind of think this goes better with like the top of it, and also I'm used to that. Like, as you can tell from my expression, I didn't know there was another colored oboe. Last time I played, there was only this color. I guess I'll stick with good old regular ombu, and I'll just call it that, which is lazy because that's what it is. It's like calling a dog dog, but sure, we'll do that. Yes. Um, I don't know what that means. That's new. Let's go back and make sure I didn't do something stupid. Clear sandbox settings. Oh, okay. This is basically cheats. Where yeah, your villagers can't die, Elmo doesn't die. No manual saving allowed. No, God no. I don't trust autosave. And I didn't know villagers could leave. I guess they can do that now. Because before, if you're on villager, if your villager got like to a crappy point, it just died. It didn't have a choice to leave. I feel like we should change this name to uh Steve. No, I'm not going to go with Steve. I don't even know what gender the Umbu is. I'm looking around my room right now. Uh, D20 is very lazy. That's the first thing I saw. Uh, I really should just keep it Umbu if I can't figure out what I'm going to call it. Deku, because there is a My Hero Academia poster right in front of me, so his name is Deku now. F Deku. My typing is not great. Okay, there we go. So now that yeah, I didn't basically break the game. We'll just call it Deku, or I could just call it Alyss Plays because that's why I'm doing this. Because if I, whenever I play this again, I'll just do a new save. So we'll just call it Alyss Plays, and I will start my timer.
Driven from our homes by the toxic spores, we kept wandering, looking for shelter. But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
Hey guys, what you doing? Can I eat you? No, Elwood doesn't eat us. Or we, well, I mean, I was gonna say if or we like wouldn't ride on them, but I don't think they can like reach us. Maybe they can. I have no idea. Ombu's more flexible than I thought. Okay, so this is what you start out with your group of, I think, 20 people. 16, I'm sorry. I am going to cheat, because I've played this before. And, well, yeah, let's go through this setup. So, as you can see, here is what will be your village. And I'm using mouse and keyboard. I forgot to mention on Thriving City song. Actually, this is really loud. I don't want to use. Never mind. Let's go return. The music's a little loud for me. I don't know if me turning it down will also turn it down in the video, so I'll just deal with it. But so here's where your would-be city is going to be, and if I use mouse wheel, I zoom out and you can see Ombu, who is asleep. So this gives you a bit of time to kind of set up before she starts. Well, I'm going to gender it she before that goes male before he starts walking. So, and then beyond that, you can see the world around you. And you're going to be restricted to this one tract of land. Like, what's in front of you, that's where you're going. You're not going to deviate over here or here. Ombu doesn't go these places. But eventually you can get scouts that can look into these places for, like, wood or mushrooms for the forests. You can find food or survivors and build your city. There's rocks over here. I think that's all that's. Oh, there's mines over there too, for ore that you're not going to use for a while. But so this kind of helps you plan where you want to go and get different resources when you have the scavengers. As of right now, I do not have those. There will be times where there are forks in the road. You obviously can't see it now, but well, not really. Starting out, you're just going to have one path. But there will be places like this that you see where there is a fork in the road. And if you have a horn blower, you can tell Ombu which way to go. If you do not have the horn blower at that point, we'll see if we get there, then Ombu is going to pick whichever way he wants to go. So let's go back in. And there is a reason why I paused this. I'm going to start setting things up, and then I will unpause it, and these guys will do whatever. I love the way, right off the bat, how this looks. I don't think I've ever... I broke it. But no, I love the way this is animated. It's kind of 2.5D almost. And I just love that. Especially the people. If you look at the Kickstarter page and on their own page, one of the influences for this game is Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. If you know Miyazaki, I actually, with the Ghibli dragons last month, one of the stickers I showed you was from Nausicaa. Nausicaa cuddling with some not Ombu. So that's where they're from. That's their influence. They haven't changed much from the Kickstarter, though they did give them different skin tones. So let's start by building housing. Maybe. There we go. Tent. I have 16 people. How many people can fit in the tent? I think it's 2. Yeah, 2. So tent will go here. Oh. I think I have to hold shift, maybe? Yes, so I can do more than one. And how many people are there? Yeah. Sure. Go down. There. Oh, that's 6, 12 times 4, 24. Okay, that should be enough. While I am doing that, let's see, what else do I want to build? Housing first, and then we'll murder things. Definitely gonna need some air wells, definitely gonna need some berry gatherers. But actually, let's go ahead and start with housing. So I will... Where'd it go? Unpause. And these guys can go... Yeah. Hopefully, they are less stupid with the updates. Because there are instances where I will use this house as an example. You can make things high priority and, different priorities, and you can also lock them. Before, even if you mark something as high priority, they just kind of did it when they felt like it, which was annoying, because it's like, what? It's a point. I mean, making something high priority if you're not going to do it. So let's go ahead and have them cut trees, because we are going to need that. I mentioned in Thriving City Song that this is a... City builders can be good games to kind of relax a bit. Because you have to sit and wait unless you want to... Because you can fast forward through this too if you want. There, I'll show you that. kind of. But I normally don't. Oh shoot. Don't do that. Go back to normal. Thank you. I like letting them just kind of play through. For the sake of this video, I should probably speed up some of their stuff because we only have an half an hour to play. But I'm just going to let it go the way it should. So they're just letting that sit there because there's nothing to do with it. Let's go ahead and make some berry gatherers for extra foods. Where is pause? Me no find pause. Okay. I'm doing this because I want as much to be done as possible before Ombu wakes up. Because then he will start moving. And things can get kind of hectic in this game if you aren't prepared. It's 54% efficiency. I do not like that. Let me move over here. There's like no berry bushes over there. As I'm sure you've guessed, you want to get a cluster of them to pick as many of the berries as possible. 67, 63. That's probably the best we're gonna get. Alright, we're gonna need at least 2 of those. Something else they changed is the fact that you need people to work some of these, like, resource gathering jobs. And that, I'm sure, makes sense. But, like, the air wells that you will see in a minute, because I will have to drop some. How do I do this without killing the bushes? I'm gonna kill some trees. We're gonna kill some trees. Yeah, we're gonna kill some trees. So let's get them started on that. But, like, the air well that I will build in a minute will need more, like, wood and stuff. It sucks cutting down these baby trees because they need to be big trees, but I need that space. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these trees out as well. Probably these two. Oh, shoot, not that one. Well, I'll leave that there and I'll go undo it. So, yeah. This is cancel harvest task. Yeah, we do not want to kill the berry bushes. You can, but you don't really want to do that. You'd rather have berry gatherers picking at them because it leaves the bushes. And that's what you want. You don't want to have to sit and wait for berry bushes to reappear. So now they're going to build those, and we'll assign... We have 16 people. Probably at least 2 people per spot. While we're at it, let's get some farms built. Well, let's do a research center first. That probably should have been my first stop, but I'm stupid and didn't do that. Here we go. I usually put research kind of close to the tents. Let's put it here. Whatever. That opens up your skill tree, which you'll see after they build the darn thing. Let me see what else I can build. So we have tents. I'm not going to bother with roads because I think roads cost wood. Oh shoot, that. Oh no, they don't. You can just make them, but they take a while to build, and especially later on in the game where you only have so many people and you need a lot of stuff done at once, it's often not worth it. Even though you do work or move faster on the roads. Worker posts are also fairly nice, but I feel like there are other things I should be tending to right now, like farms. Let's build a farm over here. Oh shoot. Ombu will wake up at one point, I swear. There we go. So, wow, that was built really fast. Open this research tree. So here's your research tree. And, like, I'm not gonna bother. I mean, it makes them happy, but there are more pressing things. So a tent we have. You can have different housing, which we're not going to deal with right now. Kitchen's probably nice. Village doctor's also really nice because, as I mentioned in the beginning, everything is poisoned. Right now, in the beginning of the game, there's not going to be a lot of poison, but eventually you will need doctors to heal sick people. You will also need an Ombu doctor to heal, I guess Deku is what I called him. So, the scavenger tent is definitely needed. That's how you go get those resources on the other places on the map. But you need planks and slabs for that, and we do not have that right now. I have no idea what that is. That was not here before. Town square. Farming. And it's interesting in that you see all these different crops that you can grow. They grow better in different environments. And as you will see whenever Ombu gets the heck up, you will be walking in different environments, in desert, in jungle, in I think mountain. There might be water biomes as well. I don't know if they've implemented that yet. Oh, I know that was going to be implemented, but yeah, and they all have their own positives and negatives. So how many people are working? Okay, but 2 people working that. There are 2 people working this. 2 people working. Okay, that's good. So next we're going to build a farm because we need to grow crops. I think I said craps, but I meant crops. We'll put that over here. Go forth and do stuff. Also going to add an air. Which environment are we in? Oh, they changed this too. This looks really nice. So villages are okay. Ombu health is fine. We're in the mountains right now, so it's going to be a bit cold. Yeah, so I think it's harder to get water in the mountains, but it's not impossible. With the jungle, you will get water coming out of your ears. Desert, obviously, no water. So that's kind of what the air wells are for. They're there to store water for when you do not have access, like when you're in the desert, or even in the mountains where you can still get water. It's just not going to be as efficient as if you're in the jungle. So I'm going to watch them build that farm because we need farm. They probably also need wood. And I'm not telling them to cut down wood. Like, all the trees. Kill all the trees, people. Please. Everything. They also need to get some... Shoot. Rocks, which unfortunately are far away. They're kind of, like, equidistantly far away. So, I'll grab a few rocks here whenever they have time. I don't want to spread the people too thin, though. Oh, shoot, that reminds me. Resources. We are going to need a carpenter and a stone cutter. Let me get rid of that for a second so I can look at the whole map. Where are most... A lot of the trees are over here, but I don't want the carpenter super far from civilization. So maybe we'll plop the carpenter here. And we're going to kill that tree. And then the stone cutter should probably be by stone. So... I mean, there's stone over here, there's stone over here, there's a bit over there, so... We'll place them next to the carpenter, and they'll get rid of that stone eventually. So we're going to place those so we can hopefully get slabs and... What do you call it? Like planks to build other things. How are they doing? They're slacking. There's like 2. So we have so much. We have like copious amounts of wood right now. We could probably sit for a bit. I do not know what is. Why? Oh, I didn't pick anything. I was telling you about all of these things. I didn't pick anything, and I missed these last 2. The dung collector. We don't need that right now. Sawmill and quarry. We will. Well, we need knowledge, which is fairly new. When I first started playing the alpha, that was not a thing, but there are places on the map where you can go gain knowledge. And we have 3, I guess, so I could pick these if I wanted to, but we'll be fine with the carpenter and the stone cutter for now. Seawater collector. I'm assuming the water biomes are a thing, if that is in here. I haven't seen them yet, not since playing. And these are specifically for Deku, I guess. So you will need an Ombu pharmacy. So when Ombu gets poisoned, and he will, you will have someone that can remedy that. There's the kitchen to make the Ombu's food, and the hornblower, which we will need, but we will also need planks. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the hornblower now. I should do the kitchen, but we'll survive. We have farms, we have the mycologist. Let me see. No. Scavenger hunt will probably be next. Honestly. To send, to go out and get stuff, so. But for now, they're going to research the hornblower, so we don't need those anymore. So now, yeah. Those 2 are just standing there like, the heck do you want me to do? You didn't tell me to do anything. But it's important to have all these things built up. And it's obviously better if you have more people. An interesting mechanic of this game is your people do not reproduce at all. I don't know if everyone is, if it's like Children of Men. God, that was a boring movie. And everyone's sterile or what, but your villagers do not reproduce on their own. The only way to bring in, raise your population is to go out and find more people. So that's another reason why the scavengers are extremely important, because they can help you find resources, they can help you find food too, but they also bring in extra people. It isn't just that way when it comes to boosting your population. You can also find, like, let me back it up a bit. Is he? How sleepy are you, dude? This is weird. I can't. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's sleep. Okay, he's gonna wake up soon. Um, but so like here, if I had scavengers, I could send them to see if there's food or survivors, and those survivors would probably join my group unless my village is a hot mess at that point. But yeah, hopefully we can get some scavengers soon. Probably not now though. I did forget to mention this game actually does run on the deck. I believe Thriving City Song does as well. The issue is these are city builders. City builders tend to be mouse and keyboard focused. So while these will run, the what do you call it? The writing is going to be a bit tiny. I think there's a way to magnify that on the Steam Deck. I just don't know how. But let me pause for a second. And yeah, okay, two people are coming to the farm. Let's have them. This will be the plot. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. They'll get rid of all this crap. And yeah, we'll have them plant and harvest. They do start with 150 water, which is nice. I thought I told them to build an air well. I don't know where it went. Maybe I didn't. Okay, when those guys come over here, they will start the farm. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and build an air well because I apparently didn't do that. I was probably too busy talking. Pantry. Air well. Okay. Unfortunately now, oh, he's up. I'll blow it up a bit so you can see him. He's so cute! He's so cute! And he has 6 legs. I cannot imagine how that feels living in that village. I'm sure you will eventually get used to it because this is your house. You can't leave Ombu, really, and like survive. But yeah, it's just I can't imagine every once in a while like my entire city just getting up or just like shaking like that. Thank God Ombu doesn't like roll in the dirt like a dog, or even I've seen horses do that. So yeah, thank you for not doing that, Ombu, because you kill everybody. But Ombu cute. Ombu's so cute. And you can see it's going to be slow because he's walking really slow and he's big. But he is actively moving. I'm sure you can see that. So, and there are many ways to interact with him, like I said. There is a trebuchet. I don't know if I said that properly. Did I put the air wall down before I start talking again? No! Dang it! Oh yeah, I stopped because he got up. We'll put the air well next to the farm. Alright. So there's a trebuchet where you can use to launch food in his face, which is really cute. There is, like with the Ombu doctors, they have a little like hot air balloon that they ride out there to fix him and make him feel better. There's also a pet Ombu option. Let me go to the research. That's going fast. Ombu. So where is it? Look, pet Ombu right there. So just for the heck of it, to improve like your relationship with Ombu, you can just pet the heck out of him. That's new. God, why would you do that? Oh, okay. Because I played this game quite a bit, but it changes a lot. And I haven't played in a while. I just have so many games to get through, not to mention the playtesting ones. But yeah, that's okay. I did not know this was part Cult of the Lamb. Apparently you can sacrifice people. Okay, yeah, we're not going to do that. I would definitely feel... We're not going to get this far because we've got 10 minutes left to play. But I will definitely do this because this is how you feed Ombu. And like a few of these others, I don't think I've ever used that. The sleep command, definitely. The eat command, I definitely have done. I thought there was like a run command. It might just be part of the horn blower. But Umbra Doctor definitely will do. Pest control, I haven't had that issue yet because it wasn't implemented yet. But that's something I would probably definitely implement. Uh, that's interesting. I don't. Is that Umbra specific? I guess. Oh, then that asks for a lot of things I don't have. Um, yeah, I don't want to do that. I also don't. There is farming. Where is it? No, not bakery, windmill. Is it under Umbra? It's not quite a discipliner. Feeding pump, enlightenment. What is that? That's weird. Let's see. No, I can't find it. Maybe they got rid of it. Or maybe it's under villages. Who knows? Oh, they have mentions now. Fancy. There was, in terms of the food, you could make like blood pudding with obviously Ombu's blood. It will hurt his trust in you, obviously, because that hurts. Because you're drilling up his blood. Never did it. I never ever did it, but it was an option. I'm just not seeing it. Maybe people just didn't want it and they got rid of it. Who knows? Oh, blood extract. Okay, black pudding. There we go. So yeah, you can do that. This is what extracts the blood. Um, yeah, it'll obviously reduce its health and trust in you. I have zero desire to ever do that to my floating or my walking city. So I don't know. I guess unless you're really desperate. Let's get out of that and let them research. So we've got at least one carpenter, and we need more stone. So let's just grab stone over here. Oh shoot. Well, and those trees, I guess, because that's what I highlighted. What is? Oh, this is the air well. Okay. Yeah, we don't have any stone, do we? Where are my resources? Nope, we have 0 stone. So let's wait for them to gather some stone. It seems they did gather that stone over there. This is probably closer, so yeah, let's focus over here more. Get this stone. And those 2 trees, I guess. These are also stone, but they are active spikes in his back, as you can read, so that will make him mad. I try not to mess with those if I can help it. This does not make him mad. These are stones also, and you'll need a quarry for it, so you'll need a building and people to man it, but you will not make Ombu angry. I don't know if we'll get to a point where there will be many hazards, but I'll go ahead and explain a little bit of that. So as you can see, Ombu is walking down the street, and this game has a lot of different just environmental effects. So unfortunately, you can't see them because we're too early in the game. Maybe I should have picked hard mode or something. But there are areas where there are just like tornadoes going back and forth, and they're going like perpendicular to the road. So there's only like a little square where you'll be affected. But if Ombu is caught when that tornado's there, then it'll damage a lot of your buildings. There are toxic like jungle thingies. Well, I mean, the jungle itself is going to be more poisonous than the other biomes, but even within the jungle, there'll just be like this toxic spore thing showing up in the middle of the road. And if it's in your road and there's no fork in the road before that, you're going to hit it. So with ones like that, you just have to figure out how to navigate through them because you're eventually going to go through them. You're not going to hit, you're not going to miss everything. And I guess was a tip that I had when it comes to those toxic spores. I usually have Omu run as fast as he can through those. So the way I think of it, the less time he's in there, the less likely people will get poisoned, the less likely he will get poisoned. Also, and you can't see them because he's not poisoned right now, but there will be like bits of poisonous plants and things that will show up on his back. They'll affect plants, they will affect crops, and they will spread. So you absolutely want that off his back as quickly as possible. And if you don't spend a ton of time in that toxic forest, you probably won't get as many. For something like that, there actually is a specific job that handles that called the decontaminators. Oops. That, oh, research, that's what I wanted. So it's not going to be village services, probably. Yeah, decontaminate right here. They are the people that fight off like the fungus and stuff that lands on Ombu's body. I think they are also immune to being poisoned because they're in suits all the time. So, to protect themselves from working with the poison. But they're kind of the only ones that have that. So let's look around for a bit. Ooh, let's go up close and personal and look at the coolness. There's the airwell. I believe now there is a person that needs to man the airwell. In the past, that was not a thing. It just sat there. I will also say they're just this game has gone through so many changes since the first alpha I played, which obviously all like I keep saying, oh my god, they added the what? There's clearly a lot of things that have been added since then, but there are some like major things. Like for instance, you see this person here carrying water, obviously to water the crops. In the first like couple instances, or at least the first instance of the alpha, there was no water. It didn't exist. So when you got to the desert, you kind of just died. It sucked, but there was nothing else to do. So that's like that was a major change. Like right now, you absolutely cannot live without water for like your crops, be it the beets or the tomatoes or the corn or the cactus or whatever. Though I think the cactus actually gives you water, so that's kind of the point of growing the cactus. Though in the mountain environment, the cactus isn't really going to grow. I did forget one other thing. We're not going to really get to it, but the mycologist. I'll go ahead and set that up. Here, maybe. Yeah. Let's set up here. So a mycologist grows the mushrooms for Ombu's food. And you can only put that on these dirt plots. So that's why I put it way over there. Hopefully these guys are getting... Yeah, there's a decent amount of slabs. I don't... Oh, okay, we might get some new people. We have like 2 minutes left to play. But yeah, this is the other way you can find people. So you can send your scavengers there. Obviously, we're not going to do that because we don't have scavengers. But their other way is for people to just end up in your path like these guys. So eventually you'll see Ombu essentially run them over. And the game will ask if you want to let these people into your village, which I do not know why you would say no. Because, as I said, you really want people. Because a lot of stuff needs to be done. You saw that skill tree. There are so many things that absolutely need to happen in your village. That scared the crap out of me. That is a new sound. Look at the skill tree. I have a hornblower. I almost want to do scavenger hut. It'll take a while. I don't think we'll get to it, but... Oh, I think I started it. I did. Oops. Okay. Well, that's what we're doing now. Hopefully, by the time... Well, yeah, we got a minute left, so it doesn't matter. But, yeah, this is essentially the Wandering Village. It's fairly relaxing, though it can get hectic at points. That's kind of why I've gotten into the habit of, like, pausing it in the very beginning and kind of setting things up. As of now, I wouldn't do that. I just let it play out and build things as I need to, because things need to happen fast. But through playing this a lot, through the alpha and the beta, I kind of picked up certain tips and tricks and things like that. So I'm gonna look at Ombu now. Look at this long neck. It's a neat angle, actually. My god, he's huge. I would so love a plushie of this thing. I think they had like little mini sculptures of Ombu in the Kickstarter as like one of the tiers, but I think that tier was like $300 or $400, or you could like add on the statue for like $200 or something. It was very, very expensive, and I was like, no. Oh, that reminds me, for the Wandering Village, I do actually have physical merch. I have one thing. I believe it is a t-shirt. So somewhere in the ending of this video, I'll try and put up like a picture of the shirt. Because I'm not going to make a whole separate video for a shirt. But I do have that, and actually now I can wear the shirt because I unboxed the game that it goes with. But yep, that is 30 minutes. I'll go ahead and stop my timer. I hope you guys enjoyed The Wandering Village. Again, it's not going to be super sexy, glamorous, or action-packed because it is a city builder. They're kind of supposed to be. I don't know if cozy is necessarily the word, but it tends to be lower impact. Obviously, it depends on which city builder you're playing. Some are going to be a lot more complicated and more labor intensive than others. I feel this one is a bit easier. Like, I definitely had periods in the past where I've absolutely freaked the heck out because things were going south very quickly. But it's not super crazy. With Thriving City Song, I think there's a lot more there in terms of complexity. So, like, that, hence why I use the tutorial. Some things aren't spelled out, like the proximity away from, like, the magistrate or whoever you're supposed to be in that. You can only place things so far from that area. Whereas here, I can place anything anywhere I want. I don't want to put people way over here because chances are, like, the pantry and the food and everything and the kitchen are going to be in this area. So I only place people out here if I have to. So, like, the dung collector has to be back here because it's near Omu's butt. And the decontaminators, I spread them all the way around because they need to cover every aspect of Omu's body. But for the most part, I try to keep things centered. But with Thriving City Song, there were only certain places, as you saw, where I could place things. So it wasn't as clear cut as the Wandering Village is. But I hope you did enjoy this playthrough. I'm just gonna zoom in and watch Ombu's giant feet as he walks. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of the Wandering Village. Like I said, I really love this game. It's a really cute game. I love the concept. I've never seen a village that moves like this. It's really cool. And the village mountain is very cute and adorable, and I love him. But that's about it. You guys know the drill. If you like what I do, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. It is now the end of September. Well, okay, when I'm filming this August 31st. Labor Day weekend, I was very busy filming 3 videos at once, just in preparation for how busy September is and my absence in much of October. But yeah, this is the end of September if you're watching this, and I'm probably on my way out to go to Japan. Not like that last week in September, but fairly close to that. So, yeah. End of September. Hopefully, you guys are having a good fall. Hopefully, school is going well, if that is what you're doing right now. I'm thankfully not in school anymore. The next video will be essentially some My Little Pony products. I actually just filmed one like an hour ago. But since I'm going to Ponyville Cider Fest in November, the first week of November, I decided to make 2 videos way ahead of time in October, just unboxing some My Little Pony stuff. So the next video will be Miss Melee, who I'm sure you remember because I've unboxed her at least twice, and then Dirty Noodles, and we've got some cute pins and some keychains. And after that, provided everything comes in time, I will do a couple more creators that have done merchandise for conventions specifically. I can't remember those conventions off the top of my head, but I will let you know about them in that video. So until October, stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you later. Oh, by the way, here's that shirt. There you go. I gave myself a place to put that shirt. So hopefully you are seeing the shirt right now after edits. Alright, bye-bye guys. Later.